3.
Hi, we're Jeremy and Jill Murman. We've been parishioners here together for about 4 years, but we both, our paths kind of met here about 8 years ago. I knew Jill was going to daily mass, and so I met her there sometimes. It was a great opportunity for me during Our Father to hold her hand, and we ended up here getting married in the parish in 2017 with Father Dave Belt, and we've had 2 kids since then. We have Patrick, who's 2, and Ella, who's 3, and they've both been baptized here at St. Patrick's Catholic Church, and so this is really our home. This is our home parish. This is where we together have been our entire lives as a couple. And we were asked to speak a little bit about stewardship, and I don't, feel like we do anything crazy. I wish we had a ton of money, where we could donate and write these big checks. But stewardship to us is just giving what we have and giving it back to the Lord.
And I think getting started tithing was kind of tough. You think about where that money could be going and all the extra things you could be doing with it. Or sometimes you have to make sacrifices at the end of the month when, you still have bills to pay, but then you're eating, beans and rice to make ends meet. But I think it's important, if you really think that God and the church are important, then you have to reflect that in your daily life, and you have to do that with your money as well. I've heard that you can judge your heart or know where your heart is by looking at your checkbook. And so where you're putting your money is where your heart is. And I think it is so important to make sure that our hearts are in the church and our hearts are following God's will for our lives.
Absolutely, and both of us had the opportunity to grow up in great families, and stewardship was reflected there, and so I think that helped us a lot. But like Jill said, if you're not putting the money first and giving it to God first, then it makes it really hard. And so thanks to We Share, we are able to set something away every single week. We don't write that check, we don't see it, it just goes out of our bank account. And so that allows us to put our first fruits out there first, and we give that all back to God. And I think the important thing to us is that as we continue in our professions, maybe our paychecks do get a little bit bigger, hopefully, we just make sure we continue to change that tithe and back to the church. And so we challenge you as well to make sure that as you get older and things change for you, just continue to make sure that you're giving back your fruits to God as well, because of course everything comes from Him. And here at St. Patrick's Parish, we've just been so blessed, and we know it's not always money, it's time, talent, and the treasure as well. And we're just so grateful for everybody here in this parish. It truly is our home, and we feel like we belong to this parish family. And we're so thrilled to be able to raise our kids here. And we maybe don't have the biggest check to write every week, but we give what we can, and we try to make up for it as well with our talents and our treasure and our time. And so we're just eternally grateful for everybody here in this parish, and we hope we can make a difference. And we challenge you as well. Like Jill said, it's hard to get started, and so you just got to make that first commitment, whatever it may be, and we can build from there. And there's so many people in this parish who can help you as well. And just one other thing we'd like to challenge you to do is just reach out as a person to somebody else in this parish. We're trying to grow hospitality here, and we all care about you, and we care for each other. So take a time to reach out to somebody around you, maybe right after church today or wherever it is, and to greet them and say hello. But thank you to you as a parish family for all that you do, and we challenge you to give of your time, your talent, and your treasure.